Alright guys, we have an update. I guess I'm extending this series a little bit more. I started playing around with the concept, the grip and everything, and I found a project name that I want to name it. The only thing that would cause me to change it if someone from Japan tells me it's sacrilegious to do this, and I have zero problems changing that. And forgive me guys, I'm hard of hearing. My pronunciation is horrible. But the new name for this mythology I like, again, Asuka. It's at a Buddhist temple. 28. Reading about it was very cool, and you guys can find it. And I looked up pictures, and that's where I found these pictures. It's been fun. Where we're at right now. And seeing these, and then you get these cuts, you get the texture, the 3D feeling, and it's definitely much cooler. Like, this is removed material. It's got texture, it's got depth. It's nothing beats this. But the problem with these, when you do kind of stuff is, and the frame anodized in gold, because you can see the three. Now I don't know what black eyes, but it's majority of it's gold. So at first I thought it'd be really cool to CNC dragon scales on this. But that's just, it's going to be so much money, and then thinking about how you do the dragon scales on a slide, wow, that's just, that's going to take some, machining. You could, okay, anyway, I'm thinking about, you could cheat it if you do like scale mail, which that is basically. There's a couple of slides in Real Steel that have it. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But anyways, so cheapest route right now is really you get it gold. Get this done in gold. You can't do the outer barrel in anodization because it's steel, unfortunately. So that would have to be painted. So maybe this will be done. I feel like this needs to be the dragon's face, this area right here from front, and then have the scales here. And if I was crazy, the problem is I really want to keep the stock TM hammer on here, because I don't want to beat this gun. I want to beat it up. I'm going to use it, but it's just the steel and the Flauta system. Oh my god, you're literally asking for impending doom faster than normal. So that's why I really want to keep this. But I think what would be cool is to kind of shape this like a dragon's tail, but it's like, I just don't. I'm looking at the picture, and that's the dragon's tail right there. So if I could figure out how to do that, I think that would be cool. I can always 3D print hammers, but it's just the hammers are kind of, they kind of suck. That's another story for another time. But anyway, so cheapest way, get this anodized, laser engrave these scales on here. It's just so much easier, so much straightforward. So it's a lot cheaper than getting it like CNCing it, and I think that's where I want to go with it. You can see I had a little fun with the grip. This is just the first stage. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, I didn't do any cleanup. I just did rough stippling, rough cuts. I thought, why not just cut the holes and make it a little different? And I have my mags to go with it, so it looks cool. This is Infinity grip screw, Infinity mag release. These are just placeholders. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this, because you can see the mag well, it's an STI, and that's going to drive me nuts. That is STI with Infinity, and if you guys know the history, it's kind of it's ironic. And then here's the other side. So I think it's going cool. Just definitely need to figure out, so I guess when I release this video, if everyone says, that's fine, it's not sacrilegious, I'll go forward with this, and we'll probably have another video. I just don't know when that next video is going to be, because, I gotta do, figure things out. Like, I can sell some Flauta blowback units, do good, and then everything is a little bit better, then I'll probably have, a fifth video. There's a guy that, he did my, I had a W3A, and he did laser engraving. He did a very nice job. So he's someone I would definitely hit up for the laser engraving. And then I know guys who anodize. So that's like, I had those two lined up. Theoretically, I just have to come up with the concept, because I can't get rid of these knife cuts. I could shave it down and then I would have a new area, then I would also reduce even more weight, because I feel like you have room to shave it down. And since this is aluminum, I would actually send this and anything else that's aluminum with the slide and frame. Like I always told you, you guys need to check your local anodizing station, because sometimes they'll say, you know, $60 to $100 for X amount of parts. It's usually a high number, 13, 12, 15, 16 parts. So you want to maximize that number as much as you can. And the cool thing is at least they'll be in the same color. If you know, if the material is sometimes the material is what makes, you know, a difference, or how they do it and all the temperature. But if you have it on one batch, I feel like your chances are much higher than mix matching, you know, different companies. Like this one, these don't even match. But the only ones I can't do anything about are the steel. That would have to be like, you know, 10 coated or something else, or something, a cheaper coating. All right, so that's an update. I'll shoot it one more time for you guys. With the Pro Win Max, because I don't know, I think it was on Facebook or Instagram, I don't know. I posted on all 3 platforms, and someone asked, like, does it work with Gas Max? So I'll show you guys. This is a Pro Win. It does work with Gas Max, but it definitely just, you know, you're gonna have cooldown issue. It's much more severe because you're shooting full auto. So like I said, when I was talking about how this is really, if you're an HPA guy, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the type of person that, hey, you gotta buy this. I'm not that kind of person, but this screams. This system is literally designed for HPA, because you don't have any of that big cooldown issue at all. It's just, it's really meant for HPA, but it will work with anything here. No. Okay. Always fun shooting this. Are all the sides shot up? Okay, this side is not shot up. Let me put my glasses on. All right. See? No problem at all. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Tell me if it's if someone from Japan, if it's sacrilegious or not, because this is Golden Dragon Dance, and it is, you know, something that is done at a Buddhist temple, and I'm not sure if that's offending anyone, and I don't want to. I thought the history and the, you know, mythology, and I thought it was all very interesting, very cool, and I felt like, you know, that's something I can go with this route. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a good one.